Hello everyone and welcome back to today's video. So today we are making a modern style chalet that has very open windows and it's built up into the landscape because I thought we'd try and do something but make it have a twist, because chalets are quite fun anyway because you've got like the basement bit at the bottom and then you can you go in on the second floor and you can do some interesting things with like balconies and everything. So I thought that would be a good thing to do. So our setup in this house is we're gonna have all the bedrooms and stuff in the basement area, and then we have a kind of family kitchen living area that's on the second floor with like an entranceway, and then on the top floor we have kind of like an entertaining space like for guests. We have an office as well, so perhaps the sim that lives here kind of runs their business out of their home as well. And we are also having some fun landscaping bits and pieces as well, because I thought we could raise the terrain up, so the actual quote-unquote basement part of it is actually somewhat in the ground and it's somewhat hilly in this part of the world of Newcrest, which is the flattest land ever. And because we need a good expansion pack that actually has some terrain. I think they're supposed to be announcing a new Sims expansion pack, which I imagine is going to come out before Christmas, so like November time. I really don't know what it's going to be, to be honest. I have no idea what the next one's going to be. I hope it's more like gameplay type of one. I don't know what to expect anymore. I just need something new in this game because there's like so many things that you can do and then you get to a point where you're just like, I need something new. So I'm excited to see what it is and what it could mean as well. And we had the Hispanic stuff, which I haven't included anything in this build because I did this a while ago. So I have that to look at as well. And then I'm trying to put the windows in the front here because I wanted some nice, like, really open to the landscape sort of windows and make it super modern and super loads of light as well. And I was debating having like smaller windows for the bottom bit, but nothing was working. But it actually used quite a lot of these eco living windows that actually work super nicely for the rest of the build. It's just this front bit that I was just having such a problem with, but I don't know why. It was just not working out how I wanted it to do, because I wanted like a full like double height windows. Now we actually can place windows properly and have them wherever we want, so I really wanted to make some sort of feature out of that, and here we are, magically it is fixed. So using the windows about the place as well, and we have a lovely grand staircase up into this like loft area, the top floor, and that is where we have our windows as well, so you can kind of get a little bit of privacy from the front of the house. We actually landscape it so it actually has like proper trees and stuff, so it's a little bit not as open as it is, but this is the formal entertaining space. We're using very modern blacks, whites, greys in here, and obviously there's good opportunity to put in a grand piano as well, which is always grab the opportunity to put in a grand piano. I thought it was the type of house that would have a grand piano. And we obviously have some extravagant things as well to put in here, and we have a huge bathroom up here as well, which is just in shot at the moment, which is off to the left. And this kind of L-shaped living space kind of makes it really good for entertaining, because I imagine these Sims have some fancy friends to invite round, so we obviously have to have a bar up here, which I put in the corner, which I'm trying to find a plant, because obviously having a plethora of plants everywhere is the top priority in every build. So the light up bar is a good choice in here, cause especially as it comes in the black and stuff. Oh my god, I do like the eco living windows put together. It makes like a nice like windowsill, which I wish you could put stuff on, which is the one thing I'd love them to add. Just put the ability to put clutter on windowsills. That would be amazing. And obviously up here we have fancy artwork. We have like pots and the weird like scaly thing from Eco Living as well, which is always fun. And then we have our like study office area, which goes into the bathroom as well. So it's got like 2 entrances to the bathroom. So we've got another set of the double windows which stick out. And we have a very fancy office of obviously the fancy chair and the thing that looks like a MacBook as well, iMac. And I thought it'd be nice to have some of the IKEA looking shelves with like books and stuff, just to make it look as though there is some personality to it, because some of the bookshelves don't have any books on them, and you're just like, I want a modern bookshelf that actually has stuff on it, like someone actually uses the thing. So we've gone for those ones because it actually looks as though the sim has actually used the bookshelf. We've got a fluffy rug, some seats for having meetings as well, obviously some trophies and some gold bars, because you have to be fancy, and an old typewriter as well. And very like dark tones, considering we're using just white as our base. I do like using black a lot when I'm doing a good modern build, because you can always bring in that colour with the plants. Always good for balancing out different things. And I put a little shelf onto here as well, because there's like, I felt like corner was a little bit strange, so putting a shelf there, these sims can annoyingly put cups and stuff on it. Always a win. And then this is our bathroom area. So we've got I think 3 or 4 bathrooms in this whole build, and this one has a giant shower that you can walk into, which I thought was quite fun. And then we have a toilet and double sink as well, and it has a pretty good view out the back, especially for a bathroom. So kind of one bits are kind of where the window is not, because obviously you need your privacy. We have a few bits and pieces in the actual shower area as well, because it's so big. I don't imagine that the shower could get wet. Like a few towels on the ground, and we obviously have the little wall thing, so you've got your sponge and stuff. Drop soap in there as well. I wish they had a little bar of soap, that would be so funny. And then we have a seat as well, so you can throw anything on there, some stuff. And then downstairs we have the same area mirrored, but downstairs on the first floor, the ground floor. And then we have a big nice area to put the kitchen in, because it's kind of tucked away around the corner, kind of makes a nice like isolated space for that area. And we have some big sliding doors out onto the back as well, so I thought that'd be a good space to either have the dining or the living space, because then it means you could open it right up when it's nice and warm in the summer season, if you've got the seasons. And I'm actually using the spa day cabinets for this, because I wanted something modern but not like base game. So I was just like, what other thing is, I still don't like the curved or the triangle corners on some of these, and I'm just like, why did you do it? But that double height one I do like very much, and it fits the fridge nicely in that corner. And we have a nice lot of area for like preparing stuff. We've got a few pot plants. We have the sink looking out onto the window as well. And we have a dishwasher, because I thought they'd be super fancy and have a dishwasher. I know it's not fancy to have a dishwasher, but it's the sort of thing they would have. And then I thought it'd be nice to have some black hanging lights as well, just to make it look as though there's actually some proper lighting. And then I was trying to work out how I could do some seating in here, and I did like putting the sofa behind the cabinets and having that as like the L-shaped thing. An L-shaped sofa there would be perfect, but we don't have a modular sofa or an L-shaped one in the game, so we had to do with just having the two base game ones. And then I was debating where the table goes, because I was like, I do want to put like some bits and pieces in here, because I thought it'd be nice to have like some kids bits, because it's obviously, but not obviously, but it is supposed to be a family home as well, not just a show home. So we've got like a nice big round coffee table that kind of breaks up the like the squareness of everything, because we've got like square bookshelves, we've got square rug as well with the lines on it, and everything's quite angular. So adding in the round coffee table was I think a good choice. And I also replaced the big doll's house to have the more wooden one, because I thought that was a little bit nicer, bringing some orange tones as well, especially as we have some orange on in the flowers and stuff like that as well. And obviously we have to have one of these lovely metal and wood cab shelves as well, just to finish off that space. And a few bits and pieces about as well, to make it look as though this area of the house was a little bit more lived in than the others. So we've got like the toy chest, a few bits and pieces on the floor as well, and we have this big awkward space in the middle here, which I was like, I don't want to do another seating area, but it kind of has to be a seating area. I kind of justify it as though it's like a waiting area for any clients or anything before being invited up into the office. It's kind of a little bit more of a formal space. I think we had some more like sculptures or something like that. I know like the older Sims used to have like a lot more art pieces that we could put about in big fancy homes, so that could go there. I didn't think putting the T-Rex head there was it's a bit ostentatious to put that in the hallway of your house. We also have another bathroom at the back there as well, which means there's easy access everywhere. And then down on the ground floor we have little windows right at the top, which is kind of prison like, but it's kind of the only way that I could think of having some actual windows in here, because it looks even more drab without any windows. So the master bedroom is a nice big space. We've got the built-in wardrobes as well, the double ones, so they are 2 deep. And we've also got a ensuite bathroom that's actually under the front entranceway, which is kind of a nice utilization of space. And I thought I'd keep it quite minimal in here, because it's a bedroom, so we're just going for like some darker woods. And we've got a nice little like dressing table that Sims can't really use, because I've used a chair that doesn't really fit under. I always get confused why the Sims can't use those types of chairs with tables and desks and stuff, because in reality you would be able to use them, like poofs as well, like the sitting poofs. I think that should be implemented in my 2 pants. And I thought it'd be quite nice to have some lamps in here as well, because all these downstairs rooms are quite dark as well. And then a nice rug as well, very grey in here, and more grey tones and darker tones downstairs, with the other bedrooms having a little bit more personality to them, because they are actual bedrooms and Sims have to live in them. And I was just trying to find something to go in there. And then this is our teen bedroom number 1, because we have 2 teens and a child bedroom. So this one is a more pink and light and pastel-y sort of colours in here, some light tone woods and stuff that kind of match with the like yellowy bedspread. And we've obviously got a few modern bits and pieces here as well, because it has to have a similar vibe. I actually keep forgetting about those little cactus succulent bookends. They are quite fun, especially in a little bit smaller rooms where you need to put some bookends instead of like putting a bookcase. And they've got a little one of the little desks as well with a computer, and then some suitcases as an end table because I thought they'd kind of pretend that they've got some style. And we're kind of going for the same colours on the walls as well. So we've got a pink wall and sort of a lighter creamy yellow coloured wall, just to add a pop of colour in here. And then trying to find some bits and pieces to go on the walls because it's a little like drab in here, and obviously another fluffy rug in the pink kind of ties it all together. I do actually put some bookshelves in here, but I don't know whether they'd actually be able to use it. And then I realised, because we've got this like stairs coming down, we don't really want a double door in here, so change that over to a single door, which makes the space look a lot bigger as well. And we've got a bathroom between these two bedrooms, which is proper big family bathroom. So this is another teens bedroom, so going for some dark colours in here. They're kind of like fashiony sort of stuff as well, with the Moschino bits and pieces. So they're also a gamer as well, so I gave them the gaming chair and a gaming PC as well. Matched the colours up with the chair because there's bits of blue as well in this room, so go for grey and blue. And I was trying to find a few bits and pieces that we could put in. Obviously, because we have a grand piano upstairs, I'd imagine that one of the children would be able to play the piano, so I gave this a keyboard that they kind of practice on, but have to when they've got guests around, have to play the proper piano upstairs. And then they've got a few signed movie posters and gaming posters up on the wall as well. And I didn't realise the bookshelf there came in the grey and the black, which was perfect for this bedroom, and it slotted over the keyboard very nicely. Kind of adds something nice. I always forget about that shelf because when they put things in strange categories, I always forget about them. I'm always like, can't spend my life rooting around the catalogue just to try and find stuff. It needs tidying up somehow. I don't know how, but I don't think we'll ever get there either. Oh, and I put the little basket with the cushions and the throw as well, because I thought that they'd try and make their room nice and like cozy and stuff like that, especially now. And it's getting autumn and all the trees are turning beautiful colours, and I love that because it's one of the best seasons for taking pictures and stuff. So pumpkins and autumn leaves constantly on my Instagram, which is always fun. And this is our kids' bedroom, so we're going completely different again. We're going for whites and light blues, so like sky colours. And obviously we've got toy boxes and funky bookshelves and stuff as well. And we've got a little making table down here because I thought it'd be quite fun for them to actually have an activity down in their bedroom as well. And a different colour weight on the rug that I haven't used yet, which kind of fits in with everything. Obviously the classic clutter items, and I thought I'd put the little toy on the toy box this time because it looks as though you could put something on there, and it really annoys me when I want to put stuff in places and I can't. Obviously posters, because who doesn't love putting loads of posters? It would be nice to put the little hand-drawn ones as well up, because we've got a little making table, so we can have some handmade stuff in here and a few bits and pieces. We've got the journal as well, and we've got some little nail things as well. They're getting into that sort of stuff. And then there's like hallway. I thought it'd be quite nice to have like a more sociable thing for the kids. They can bring their friends down and stuff. So we've got a foosball table, and there's nothing else really fitted down here. So I thought it'd be quite nice to actually have a TV area, because we don't have an actual TV upstairs. So I thought this would be a perfect spot. We've got a few chairs, and we also put in, trying to find a TV that wasn't too big for the space, because there isn't actually that much space between, so we need to find a proper size one. And then we've obviously got some gaming things as well, so it's kind of a more hangout space and away from the rest of the fam if they're upstairs doing bits and pieces. and it's kind of its own room without it actually being inside. And then out here I thought it'd be quite nice to have like a nice green wall, like obviously using our grey lattice work as well, get some colour going, and it's just a nice outdoor space. And we have some lounge chairs which should get moved down below because I decided that we obviously needed a pool underneath this balcony area. So we've got this nice big like space up here, the loads of seating areas, and then we have our swimming pool underneath, which is quite fun. I imagine that you could have some fun things where you're jumping off the balcony, which I do not recommend anyone doing. But you could, technically you could, and it messed up my post, so I spend way too long fixing that. And then because The Sims obviously has open lots in everything, I thought it was quite nice to actually wall it off because we're quite angular as well, and actually have some privacy in our backyard. And I had to remove the floor because I wanted some plants in here. I can't just have a barren landscape around the lot. So do our little plants. We've got some different foliage. We've got these like fern, palm tree bits and pieces, and then we've got my favourite birch trees as well, from Cats and Dogs. I should have put them in some autumn colours. I have to do that at some point. But I put all those about just to make it look as though it's somewhat in the landscape. And I actually tuck a bin and a post box behind the stairs there. I actually put some flooring and stuff there, so there's like a nice little hidden away spot, and then it's just about getting all the greenery in and making it look as though it's properly built up into the hill, and actually having these like overgrown hedgerows around to make a little like border actually kind of helps with that. You put them literally everywhere, and then really like thick grass, which really adds to the fact that it makes it more as though it's actually on a hill. And actually the second floor is the ground floor. So lots and lots of plants, and adding in pops of colour as well, because we don't want it all grass, because that's not realistic. So definitely some purples, some more proper plants when we actually get into the back garden area, and having it a little bit overgrown with the decking as well, because we've got some wood and stuff on the bottom. And I can't remember what we put on the bottom. I think we put barbecue, of course we need a barbecue, and some of the vertical planters as well, so you can grow a few bits and pieces. And then we get out our little things again, so you can chill by the pool. And obviously you've got to have a swishy sunshade as well, just in case it gets a little bit too hot. And turn it around and everywhere, so you can pop those on. I think that is nearly it for the actual main video. I think I tried putting in a few different bits and pieces, and I was just like, nah, nothing will fit. Nothing. Oh, we got some plant pots as well, which I actually put some of the normal plants in, because I thought that'd be quite nice just to have a few different variety of things. I had to move some of them out a bit, because we didn't want the plants sticking through the walls as they normally do. But that is our build. So we'll jump into the screenshots so we can get a bit closer look, and look at the floor plan as well, so we can see everything. And the bathrooms as well, that are all done up. So this is our hallway, our kitchen, living room area, which is fancy, and the light that comes through some of the windows is very nice as well. Our upstairs entertaining space, we've got the like drinks thing on there as well, just to add to the aesthetic. On our downstairs bedroom areas, and you can see the little windows kind of add little pops of light and different colour as well. And our bathroom as well, because have to have the bathrooms done off camera. So I hope you enjoyed this build. If you did, feel free to give it a like, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye.